Not screen or sharing, so we should be good. Like Michael Jordan. I don't know why
Better than soccer.
y'all should have
Better than Messi.
froze the screen on me doing something else besides looking good, bro. That's like perfect form. What's that supposed to be? Like a troll of me with perfect form?
I mean,
Come on, man.
no, I never said that. See, that's the thing, bro. Why are you being negative when we send something? See, that's the image that you have of us. It's
Cause
not
y'all
because we send something that we automatically mean something harmful.
no, cause y'all send it at negative times. That's why.
Man,
All right.
bro.
All right, so what I want to talk about today, y'all, I got some notes here for y'all. I want to talk about rewiring your brain for trading success. It's a conversation we have a lot, honestly, but this also at the same time a conversation we got to keep having sometimes because if not, you'll forget. You'll just wake up and go through the motion. So I did want to talk about this for sure. I want to talk about why it's a problem, like the way that our brain is wired. Right. I want to talk about why why it works, how it works against us. So like this shit go we talked about this before. This shit go way back like the evolutionary planning of like humans' brains and stuff like that. Like our brains are low key wired for survival. It's not really like wired for speculation and observation. It's wired for survival. And that's going to mean like avoiding losses. We don't want to take a loss because we associate that with failure. And then we chase like the money and the reward and we attach that with success. And that's where the greed come in, like chasing the reward. That's why when most of us, before we become elite traders, what do? We cut our losses. No, we don't cut our losses. We cut our winners short and we let our losses run. And that's because of the way our brain is wired. Like we wired not really for success like that. We wired for survival. So that's why when people do become successful, they stand out from the crowd because they're not conforming to what everybody else and how everybody else moving. Impulse and instant gratification. I got that written down always just because dopamine is gonna make us seek quick wins. It's gonna make us want like results right away just because we put in the work in. Y'all already know it don't work like that. You got to put time in. Like we talking about making thousands of dollars in a day type shit. Like that shit don't happen from just being a normal ass person. I'm not gonna lie. So you will have to make sacrifices. You will have to. All this come back to the same thing we always talk about, which is being intentional. If you're not being intentional with what you do, you're never gonna have elite results. If you're not being intentional with the way you study, the content you consume, the amount of time you spend on your craft, um, be intentional with finding balance in your life, not always putting all your eggs into one basket and letting trading stress you out when it don't work. If you're not intentional about your preparation for trading, your mindset, the way you feel. You gotta check in with yourself. People don't be checking in with themselves when they trade, bro. They just wake up right before the market open and get on the charts, bro. Not take life serious. You have to check in with yourself. Okay, how do I feel? Do I feel mental clarity? Am I fatigued from last night? Am I hungover? Am I this? Am I cranky? Am I hungry? Am I impatient? Am I tired? Like you got to check in with yourself before you trade so you know where you at. Cause then a plus setup can become a D plus setup if your mind ain't right. If you can't execute it with the proper clarity, like if you second guessing shit. So you got to check in with yourself. When we talk about fear of missing out, FOMO, the scarcity mindset is what people talk about when they talk about FOMO. Like when you talk about having FOMO in the market, it's really the feeling of missing out on that banger trade that you think that's gonna change your life or get you to pay out or whatever. That will make you enter the trade too early. Sometimes it'll make you enter too late because you're scared. You don't want to miss the perfect opportunity, so you let it go by. You don't try. I feel like that's a lot of people issue because it ain't no way. Like everybody in the group should be pressing a button at 9:50, 10:50, 11:50. Like guarantee you should be pressing a button. If you press a button 3 times, you will guarantee probably win at least one or two of those times, and the shit gonna wipe out your loss. So stop being scary and press the button. Y'all know what time these setups are gonna happen. And then emotional memory. Emotional memories are some real shit because there's trauma involved with trading. When you are losing money at the pace that we have lost money to get to where we at, there's a lot of trauma and scar tissue that come with that. I'm still not over the first funded account I lost. I'm still not over it because I remember how I felt when it happened. So bad trades, periods to draw down, blown accounts, all that type of stuff is gonna leave some scar tissue. So until you're able to accept the fact that it's part of the game, you're not gonna really be able to advance because you're still gonna be worrying about the money you lost 3 years ago. Like you gotta move past that shit and lock in. You gotta move forward, like lock in on the future. So those are all the ways that, like the way our brain and the way our life has been set up. Those are the ways that it works against us when it comes to trading. Now let's talk about how we can start fixing it. He said intentional with your legs, squats, and deadlifts. See, that's just a fact though, because like people really, even I'll just say me, I really thought for a long period of time, I'm sure y'all can relate to this. I really thought that my life, like it was just gonna fall in my lap. I thought because I watched a couple videos, I've been trading for a little while. I thought that this shit would just fall into my lap and that it wouldn't be hard because when I was learning to trade, people was making it look so easy. It wasn't until I realized that I need to be intentional with my accountability. I need to be intentional with the type of trades I'm taking, the times I'm trading, my risks, my behavior while I'm trading, before I'm trading, after I'm trading. A lot of y'all need to journal. You don't journal your trades, so you don't understand what you're doing wrong. You just waking up and just going through the motion, hoping that it works out today. It does not work like that. You are not going to make thousands of dollars a day without being elite on and off the charts. You have to be intentional with the things you put in your body, the things you put in your mind, just everything. I realized for me, that's what changed. The snowball effect. If you be intentional with the way you moving off the charts, the snowball effect is going to happen. Everything just going to start falling into place. I was intentional with the people I hung out with. I was intentional with the food I ate, the workouts I did, the time I spent working on trading, the time I spent away from electronics and dopamine, the conversations I have with people, just like all that shit, bro. Like you got to be intentional with it or you just going to go through the motion and you're going to look up and just be old, bro. I'm telling y'all that from my age. A lot of y'all are young. Don't waste your years just going through the motions, just doing regular shit, bro. Like, wake up and decide to fucking be great. Like, you want my results, you want anybody's results that's like consistent. The thing about being consistent is if you put a system in place that helps you to be consistent, it's going to make it easier. Everything going to be automated. The muscle memory gonna come and you just gonna go. I'm sure y'all people that's been going to the gym for a while, like you know the first week you start working out, your body's super sore, and then like the following weeks is like you seeing results and your body not as sore as much, and you going up in weight and shit. It's easy for you to just keep going up because your body is already consistently trained to do the same shit over and over, so you're not feeling as much pain. So when you trade in the same system, when you doing your same mental preparation before you trade, when you are journaling your emotions after you trade, it's gonna make everything just easier for you to be consistent. So it starts with being intentional, and before you can be intentional with what you're doing, I'm not gonna lie, you got to be aware. And that's the part that be prolonging a lot of people's success is they don't want to look inside. They don't want to do the mental work. They're scared to look in the mirror. People know they be over risking. They know they be not sticking to their plan. They know they be coming to the market right before it open, hoping for great results. They know they be gambling. They know they be doing like they'll take the model one time and then this time now they gambling. Now they wondering why they data all mixed up because they not consistently doing the same thing. The faster you be intentional and consistent with what you're doing, the faster you're going to get data back to see if what you're doing works. Let's not waste time, right? Let's not waste time not being elite on the chart, off the chart. If you get that data back fast, you say, okay, I did this straight nonstop for a month. It don't work for me. Or I did this nonstop for 2 weeks and now trading easy for me. That's how it happened for me. I was like, I'm just gonna not think about the money for 2 weeks straight and only focus on taking 3 trades, mark it down on my whiteboard, win or loss, I'm done. I'm just gonna do that over and over for 2 weeks. And if that shit don't work, this shit is a scam. Everything that people be telling me, I just need to focus on the process, is a fucking scam if it don't work. And I did that shit for 2 weeks. And my life hasn't been the same since, bro. I swear to God, God struck me dead right now. That shit changed everything. And now I don't even gotta really, y'all. I mean, y'all see, I don't even really gotta think about it. I know, like, okay, I trust my plan. Long as I don't crash out, long as I don't fuck it up, I'm good. If I stick to this fucking plan, which is not trading indices before the open, waiting on time frame correlation, trading within the same direction as the daily or the 4 hour, entering out a macro, checking for SMT and standard deviation. If I just do that and do it on red folder news days, I know I'm good. I'm set for life. I know, unless they do something to the market where they change it, and it's not going to be 100% like every single month. Obviously, when they slow the market down, everybody's edge, no matter what you trade in, whether it's champagne model or support and resistance, everybody's edge gonna go to shit. So it's not that I'm unrealistic to think in that way, but I know for a fact, if I stick to my model and my process and I do what's in my control as far as the risk management, not crashing out after a loss, accepting what come with the game, I know I'm gonna be good. It ain't even I think I'm gonna be good. I might be good. No, I 2 billion% know I'm gonna be good. And that comes from doing the same thing over and over to get the results back faster. The more time you spend not doing the same thing over and over, the longer it's gonna take you to really figure out what works for you. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, be intentional with everything. So again, how to fix it, how to fix like the issue, not the issue. I mean, I guess it is an issue the way our brains are wired organically. How to reverse that and be wired for trading success. You got to be aware. You got to journal down your emotions. Like I told y'all in a class, a couple classes ago, y'all need to write down your character traits. You need to write down your flaws in the market. This should be the only time you ever write anything negative down in your journal. Write down what your flaws are and put a plan in place to improve on them. How can I do this? Okay, I'll give you an example of me. Greed. Okay, when I do prop firms, I get greedy because they low-key force you to be greedy. You got to hit a target to get to the next round. So I'm fully focusing on the money, which I know works against me. We all know that. So how do I fix it? I turn off the goddamn money and put on the ticks, right? Prime example. That helped me get over greed. FOMO. How do I get FOMO from how do I not enter the market too early or too late? I developed a model that tells me when the highest probability entries are going to be. It's going to be with the time frame correlation. If it's a 15-minute key level, the best entry is going to come on a 1-minute time frame, and we all know the best entries are going to come at macros. So I don't have to go too early or too late. Even if I do go too early, it's okay because probably going to be consolidating in the same spot, and then I'm going to get back in. Once it start taking off again, that's okay. That's part of trading. We don't make the algorithm. We just follow it. So it's like, you got to be aware of these issues. Like I knew that I was greedy at a certain point. I knew that I was impatient, right? That's why I love my model so much, because it fixed all that shit for me. Like I don't even have to think about, am I going too early? Am I going too late? No, I'm not going until I get the confirmation from the time frame correlation and I see this bitch move at a macro. And guess what? It does it damn near every day. It's just as simple as that. So you got to be aware. You got to journal your thoughts. You got to identify patterns in your trading. That's probably the important part about journaling, is you got to recognize a pattern. How do you act after a loss? How do you act after a win? How do you trade on a winning week when you want a winning streak? Are you timid now because you're scared of the loss? Or are you fully confident trying to take every bit of that shit out of the market? Everybody is different. This is the part that I can't teach you. I can teach you how I dealt with it if we have, if you deal with the same shit I deal with, but I can't make you do the deep work to realize, okay, what from my childhood or what from this part of my life is making me greedy. Like, why am I risking so much money when I can just take my time type shit? You know what I'm saying? I can't make y'all do it, but I'm telling you that's how you do it. So identify the patterns in your behavior. I told y'all like 2 years ago, like have a trigger number. I know my trigger number. I know if I take more than 3 to 4 trades per day, I'm finna crash out. I know it. So I just try to take it easy around that area, because once I get over that danger zone, that subconscious danger zone, start blinking. And if I keep going, guess what's gonna happen? I know y'all can relate to this. You're gonna black the fuck out, and you're gonna look up in like an hour, and you be like, "What the fuck did I just do?" So you gotta know your trigger number to keep you and prevent you from getting there. Because once you're on the way to that area, you got to catch it right then and there. You got to be like, oh shit, I'm heading down that road to this area. Let me do whatever I got to do to keep me from crashing out. I got to go take a walk. I got to do some breathing exercises. I got to go do some push-ups. Whatever the fuck you got to do, get up out of there. I like the way my trading is structured because, again, if y'all notice with me, everything, all of my rules are put in place to make this simple for me and to protect me against myself. The reason I trade at macros is because if I lose at one, it automatically forced me to wait till the next one. That mean like 40 minutes got to go by. By that time, I should be able to came back to my regular state. My my blood flow should have been slowed down by now. My heart came back in my chest. I stopped sweating, wiped myself off, take some water, whatever I got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why. That's a rule for me. That's why these things are put in place. So I don't have to think about it. If I lose and keep losing, I can be like, oh, I gotta wait till the next macro or shut it down. I can't keep going because I know if I keep going, I'm finna go down the danger zone. I'm finna black out. I done it too many times. So now I catch it before by having rules put in place to automate the process. Another thing too that I do is I really do meditate before I trade, at least for like 5 minutes. And I visualize myself sticking to my plan. I visualize every morning when I do my prayer and meditation. I visualize me winning a banger trade, and I visualize if I lose, it's okay. I visualize me losing, then getting back in, and I visualize me losing, then walking away and not being mad, and the sun still shining. I just visualize it, even if it's raining. That way, just my expectations is kind of like I'm not traded through expectations. I'm just doing what's in my control. Right? My behavior, how I act after I lose, how I act after I win, then just on to the next, rinse and repeat. What do you say, man? My daily bread, gotta see some A plus to push a button again. Yeah, facts. Spiraling will make you think you have a split personality. I swear to God, bro, I damn near almost checked myself into a mental institute. Like, what the fuck? Why the fuck did I just do this dumb shit? And why did I do it again? Like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like, who got control of my mind right now? And you'll think like this got to be a conspiracy. They got to be on the other end of the screen. Like they have to have the broker has to have hired somebody on the other end of the screen that every time they see me click buy, they send the price the other way. That's how like crazy crashing out will have you feeling. Like, no, Darren, it's a billion other people trading. You think one person is just targeting you when you trade in the same market as the other 500 people in your group? Shut up. You sound stupid. Like the back and forth with yourself. Trading will do that to you. Those blackouts crazy like you're possessed. Facts. I've gotten better with waiting longer too. Facts. Don't even know what the fuck happened to after you blew the count. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. I somehow never had a crash out at all. I can't be the only one. You might be the only one. Shit I dealt with the other day, lost my funded account when the dust settled. I'm like, what the hell? I just do that. Yeah. See, those are the type of things you have to go through to become an elite trader, I think. I mean, you have some unicorns who've never blown an account, never crashed out, never been upset trading, I guess. Everybody's situation is different. Like if I was a trust fund baby and I came from millions of dollars, I probably would never crash out. Everybody's situation different. So, but I feel like you need to get your ass whooped in the market so you can learn how to sidestep those ass whoopings for sure. The best teacher is going to be experience, in my opinion. I did some of the most dumb shit ever. They attacking my stop loss ICT when he live. They watching my executions plotting. I swear they be watching me. They know it, especially when you're on a prop firm. Oh my God. When I'm on a prop firm, I'm like, for sure, Top Step is watching me. Those motherfuckers. They are for sure watching me. They are cheating me. They are sending the price the other way, and they're doing it fast before any of my teammates in the Discord can notice that they're doing it to me. They think they're slick. That's how I be feeling with Top Step. Uh, re-enter 500 times and getting stopped out instantly make you feel like dead ass only. Yeah, yeah. It's like, bro, I'm telling you, bro. That's another thing too. When it come to slow days and days that are most likely gonna be slow, I ain't doing it, bro. Because when I look at my lose, like the other night, I was just going through my losing trades and I was looking through just losses over the past years. I was like, every fucking time I lose, it's because price been slow as shit. It'd be so slow. And this is a thing about trading slow price action. This is why you can't just trade all day, every day, bro. When price is moving slow, let's say price is coming down into a fair value gap, that bitch will freeze and it'll wick out of the fair value gap and then freeze right there. And it's like you looking at it like, oh shit, this shit just rejected the fair value gap and it froze as like a bullish doji. We're going up. And it's like, damn, this bitch was even so nice that it slowed down to let me get in. That's how slow it was. So nice that price action was slow enough for me to get in. So you get in. And then what do it do in the last 3 seconds of that candle? That bitch just spiked the other way and slap your stop loss. And then you like, ain't no way. They bullshitting. Like, I'm finna get back in, bro. Like, this shit spiked the other way on some spotty shit. And now it's like back up again with the same little, again, another bullish doji. And you like, it slowed down for me again because it knew that I got in too early the first time. And you like, this gotta be my entry, right? Because it slowed down for me. It's so slow. The high is so equal. We gotta be going there. And then you get in. And it does it again. Spike down. Boom. And after that happens 3 more times, and you down almost at your daily drawdown for the day, you walk out the room, take a piss, and you come back in and you look at all them entries right there in that little zone. And you look back to your left and you realize that price just expanded before you tried to take your entry. And you tried to take your entry and now it's slow because ain't no news and it expanded. And you realize that your entries were just in consolidation and you were in a blender. Tell me I ain't been there before. That's why when the market's slow, you got to stay the fuck away from it. If you know it's most likely to be slow because we have certain news the next day or next session, or if there's no red for the news, you just got to tread lightly and know, okay, I can try this, but if it start doing that slow shit, I don't give a fuck how good it look. Because I tell y'all something, it's going to look better when it's slow. When this shit moving fast and it's volatile, it's like, you got to catch that motherfucker. But when that shit moving slow, you like, oh shit, they want me to get in and make some money. And then you get in. Cause it move fast a little bit, like it give you a little candle displacement, and then you get in, you like, oh yeah, it's been moving slow, but now it's going. You get in, and then that bitch start moving slow again, and you like, come on, bro, it was just moving. And then it moved fast to your stop loss, and then it moved fast in your direction, and then you get caught in that blender. So the next time y'all get ready to get caught in that blender, and you know price is slow, think about this conversation we having right now. Remember these words I'm telling you. Because I know that is exactly how it happened. And if you can avoid those situations right there and if you are trading anything similar to the way I'm trading with narrative, it don't got to be my model, but if you are trading with narrative and you can avoid those situations where you get caught in a blender, over time, you will have results. That is just as simple as that. You will have results. So set some hard rules, Me, I got my whiteboard. I will take a certain amount of trades per day. I know other people have rules like they stop trading at a certain time. They don't trade these days. They don't trade unless they see this first. If that's what works for you, stick to it. Be disciplined to it. That's going to be a win over any trade hitting TP. Like you sticking to your rules is what's going to give you the life you want, not your trade just hitting TP. So hit TP the right way, the consistent way is what I'm saying. Yeah, environmental control. This is another way that you start to rewire your brain for trading success. You need to be fully aware of, like I was saying earlier, of your environment, internal and external. You can't be distracted. You can't have things going on when you're trying to trade and you scalping on this 1 minute chart trying to make sure you get a good entry. You can't be distracted. You can't have shit on your mind. If you arguing with your significant other, if you arguing with your boss, if you mad at work, if you not feeling good, you sick, don't come in here with your money on the line and try to make something happen to fill that void. It's not gonna do it. And if you do it, then all you doing is harvesting a bad habit. Because we all know that more times than not, if you're not thinking clearly, you're not going to be able to make good decisions in the market and you're going to fuck up a bag. So use a checklist. Y'all need to use a checklist to check in with yourself. Like, okay, is this a revenge trade? Does this trade fit my bias? Is the draw on liquidity clear? The 3 questions. Y'all know my favorite 3 questions. Where price at right now? Where it's delivering from? Where it's trying to go? That automatically give you a bias for the day. But you need to make sure you're not making like stupid decisions in the market based on whatever you got going on outside of the market. Let me see what y'all saying in here. He said the taking a piss part accurate as hell. Heart drop when I get back to my screen. Yeah. Piss you off real bad when they go to target 30 minutes later. Yeah. Because we were just sitting in consolidation getting chopped. Remember my crash out's gonna my bad. Yo, I ain't mean to trigger you. He said, remember my crash out's gonna make me crash out. I used to think I make it in trading only one trading day. That's a big problem too. Facts. That's the greed and the fear of missing out. It's like, damn, the market good today. I'm gonna miss out. Like this could have passed all my challenges and shit today. Top step dirty. Our boy Snyder said I have a real self-talk recording of myself that I listen to every morning if I crash out. That really helped me lock in. That is a fire idea. That's a fire idea, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. I try to do something too similar. Like I have meditations saved that have like mantras in them about like preparing yourself for financial success and stuff like that. But that's an even better idea, like a self-talk with yourself. And then playing a recording every morning. So every morning, I wake up. I thank God for waking me up another day, waking up, the people close to me, whatever, friends and family. I pray and then I meditate for like 5 to 10 minutes. And then I check in with myself to see how I'm feeling. Am I exhausted? Am I da-da-da-da? I go to the gym first too, but I gotta like just do that little 5 to 10 minute check in with myself. And then after you've done that so many times, it becomes muscle memory to just know I'm off today. Let me just chill on the charts. Or let me not trade my live account. Let me either trade a demo. Let me take read. Let me trade an eval. Let me not try to do too much size because I ain't really feeling good. Or like I had said earlier, if I'm pressed for time, like on Wednesdays, I'll be pressed for time because of the call and just other stuff I'll be having to do on Wednesday. So I don't really try to do too much because I know that mindset will try to make me force like the 950 macro. Like it might not even be clean, but I'm like, shit, it's the only shot I got today. So let me just go ahead and sometimes that'll backfire on me. So I try to avoid that. We wilding on charts though. I noticed using the time frames to pair my play up. Yes, time frame correlation. But after a loss, I stay on a 1 minute and chop myself up when I know better. Zoom out. Yeah, that is Mr. Black. We all been there. One thing is ICT says it, and I said a lot before you came in the group, like last year, is you always want to spend more time on a higher time frame than the lower time frame. Just always remember that. So that 15-minute chart, you can use it as a higher time frame. That'll save your life because you'll always be able to be like, okay, this is where we at. And the PL3 indicator too. If you just keep that on and keep it on daily or 4 hour, you'll always remember like, am I in trend or counter trend? Because that 1 minute, but especially when price slow, that bitch be looking so good. And it just hit me like this week, like I gotta stay away from the market when it's slow because it be looking so good, and then it started sprinting the other way out of nowhere. It's like boxing, bro. Like in boxing, you kind of condition a person you fight and you go 1-2. Like 1-2. Like you throw 1-2 and then the person get the rhythm to throw his 1-2 once they it's like that. So when price goes super fast, it'll like knock your ass out. So when price moving slow, it gets you in that little rhythm. So then when it start moving fast, it catch you off guard. So that's why I be trying not to fuck with the slow price action. What else? I tell us to grab anytime he texts me in the morning. Him and his boyfriend. Make sure every time you TP or stop loss, that's how you want to be trading over a long period of time. Yeah, consistency for sure. Bro made me feel safe and vulnerable in a tag. talk nicer to yourself for sure. Y'all be killing me with that in y'all journals. Y'all be don't talk bad to yourself, bro. Don't be so hard on yourself. Be in the flow of the market. I need signal because NQ really stopped. Okay, skipping the wigs cover. All right, so what else I had to say? All right, so key rules to follow your mental, like to master your mindset. Because you talking about trading, we talking about psychology, bro. That's why. 3 rules to master your mindset is you need to focus on process over outcome. That's a given. That should be like the holy, like the golden rule when it come to trading. Like you got to focus on process over outcome. You got to focus on intention over expectation. Try not to focus on the money. Just focus on the process. That's the only way you're gonna be able to live out your dreams and do this for a living. It's not gonna happen from this one trade. It got to happen from a series of trades for a long time, which means you got to be consistently doing the same thing. Just today not gonna change your life. It's not. There's nothing you can do just today that's gonna change your life with trading. It got to be consistent. Win or learn. I like this one. Win or learn. Every trade you take is an opportunity. It's either an opportunity for a confidence boost or an opportunity for a lesson. This was gonna happen. Either you're gonna do the right thing and you're gonna win. It's only 4 things that happen. You're gonna do the right thing and you're gonna win. You're gonna do the wrong thing and you're gonna lose. You're gonna do the right thing and you're gonna lose. Right? You're gonna stick to your plan and you're still gonna lose. Or this is the absolute worst one. You're gonna do the wrong thing and you're gonna win. Run it back. For the people in the back that missed it. Only 4 things are gonna happen. You're gonna do the right thing and win a trade. You're gonna do the right thing and lose a trade. You're gonna do the wrong thing and lose a trade. Or you're gonna do the worst one, the wrong thing and win a trade. If you do the wrong thing and you win a trade, that's going to build bad habits. That's going to fuck up your internal data that you get back. So you got to look at every trade as an opportunity. If you win, okay, it's a confidence boost. If you stuck to your plan and you did the right thing, rinse and repeat, do the same thing tomorrow. The recycle emoji. If you did the right thing and you lost, you got to understand that's part of the game. No strategy is 100%. If you lost and you didn't crash out, you did the right thing. You can be a profitable trader. If you did the wrong thing, you took an intuition trade, you didn't stick to your plan, you went against your edge, and you lost, you deserve that loss. Don't beat yourself up in your journal, and don't be depressed. Just be better the next time, because the next trade you take is an opportunity to be better. So it's always gonna be an opportunity. And yeah, if you took a trade and you did the wrong thing and you won, don't fucking get happy. That money's not yours. It's gonna get taken back from you. You know it. We all know it. It eventually gets taken back. Don't gamble. You can't build the life you want off of gambling. Like you can't. You gotta have a system. You gotta do things the right way. I always say to myself, either I'm growing, win or lose, learn or win. Facts. It's always an opportunity for growth. Do the right thing and win. Do the right thing and lose. Do the wrong thing and lose. Worse, do wrong thing and win. Facts. Can you screenshot that for me? I can't screenshot it but yeah, that's a mantra for sure. The market stays your money right back. Facts. Wrestle with price bouncing between PD arrays, lost bread, locked in, waited for it to pick a side, enter break even a couple hours later. Ended break even a couple hours later. That's how you do it, Max. That's real trading right there. That is 100% real trading. If you could do that every day, you'll be able to change your life. I'm not gonna lie, because eventually you stop taking them losses first. And then the trade that put you back at break even, the trade you took with clarity after being patient and sticking to the plan, you take more of those and then you end up profitable. And then it feel weird to take the other trades and your body don't. It's like if I ate a cheeseburger from McDonald's right now, my body would probably reject it because I haven't been eating fast food in years. It's the same way. If you are consistently sticking to your plan for like months at a time, if you try to do some crazy shit, your body is not going to sit right in your body. You're going to automatically feel it. You can be like, this not right. Let me not do this. I don't like the way this feel. Even if you do it, you're like, I'm not doing it again. So yeah. Oh God, I can't even take the bad trades. That's how I feel when you're a profitable trader. You get to the point where it's like, But I'm not doing this goofy shit. That's the good thing about having a group too. I ain't gonna lie. For y'all, even for me, but mainly for y'all, you can see the divide. Like people who stick to their plan or people who don't. So if you know you're not one of the people who is kind of leading that pack, then you know like it's some things you need to get better at or to change. It's as simple as that. It's more work you got to put in, either internally or on the charts. Because everybody can do what I'm doing. Everybody can do what the top people in here doing. Just to be real, everybody can do it. So it's just something that's stopping you from doing that. Something got to be stopping people from having. Everybody should have the same exact results. I ain't gonna lie. But the only thing that stops you is something internal that's either making you be too greedy. It could be your ego that's not allowing yourself to like apply the knowledge you're learning here. It could be anything, honestly. But you until you can be aware and figure it out, you're never gonna be able to change your life. What else? Detach from the money, focus on the points. We already talked about that. That's a given. Like try not to focus on the dollar amount. Take breaks after big wins or losses. This one's kind of subjective. Like if you on a winning streak, something like me right now, I ain't gonna lie. This month I'm in a twilight zone. I feel like I took a limitless pill at the beginning of the month. Cause I'm seeing everything in 3D. I'm getting out at the right times. I'm getting in at the right times. I ain't tripping over no stop hunts. I ain't crashing out. My risk is good. My weekly bias is like it's insanely accurate. Like I'm even surprising myself at the way this shit's going to my predicted levels, and I'm really waking up every day, really being detailed in my journal in the group with the weekly bias for the premium members. Really doing that has I can see it's just taking me to another level because I'm having to be so detailed so people actually understand my thoughts on my bias. It's like I used to before I would just post a chart in maybe like daily journal liquidity or whatever it was used to be called. And sometimes the next morning I wouldn't even look at it. But because I'm being so detailed in my journal work for the people reading the weekly bias, I now have to look at it the next morning because I was so detailed. So I got to see if this is playing out. And every time I go back to check to see if it's playing out, that's what sets me up for the day. Okay, it don't look like it's going to play out today. Okay, it look like it's going to play out today. Let me position myself accordingly. If this happens at this time, I already know what to do. I don't see why everybody can't do that. I'm telling you to do the same thing like for weeks at a time. Like everybody got to be able to do that. It's just like, yeah, Nate is already muted. So yeah, if you just prepare, it's like, yeah, you can. Everybody can do the same thing. Like, I don't know how y'all let Knox become the best trader in the group. Good God Almighty, how y'all let him do that, man? How y'all let Knox outwork you? Out of everybody in here, somebody with the name Knox that live in Utah becomes one of the top traders. No, I'm playing. Knox is a hard worker, bro. Knox put the work in, for sure, for sure. So everybody can do it. Everybody put the work in. Like the all you gotta do is apply the knowledge. Honestly, I mean, yeah, I don't know what more to tell you. Repetition builds consistency, and repetition builds your identity. The more you consistently follow your rules, the more you will be known as like that disciplined trader versus a good trader. We all know you don't have to be a good trader to make money, but if you want to do this consistently and you want to do it for a living, then you got to be consistent. You can't just be a good trader. You got to be like consistent. But if you want to make money in trading, you can just have a lot of money and just you can make some money. But can you be consistent? All right. So just to close it out again, be intentional with everything you're doing. Be aware of whatever flaws you have or whatever character traits you have that works against you in the market. Have a mental routine before you trade. Check in with yourself, whether it's a little quick meditation, some deep breathing, close your eyes, visualize yourself sticking to your plan, visualize yourself having a good trading day, visualize yourself. You can even visualize yourself crashing out. So that way, you know, this is not how I want to spend my day. I don't want to spend my day going crazy because I took a loss. So let me not risk too much money that's going to make me emotional if I take a loss. Just do things like that and you good. And then check in with yourself when you're trading. Have a little checklist, a couple questions like, is this an emotional trade? Does this trade fit my plan? Is this the same type of trade I usually take? The number one question I really ask myself all the time is this an intuition trade? Are my confluences there? Is this a champagne model or is this intuition? Them intuition trades they not existing because the champagne model is like, if I knew how to shoot a jump shot like Steph Curry, why would I just go throw it at the rim? Now I'm gonna shoot it the way I know that it's gonna go in, and I got the data to back that. So yeah. And then after you trade, make sure you check in with yourself after you trade. Okay, how did I do today? What did I do good? What did I do bad? What can I improve on tomorrow? That's the question y'all need to ask yourself. When y'all have a day in the market, whether good or bad, ask yourself what you did good, what you did bad, what you can improve on tomorrow. And that thing you can improve on tomorrow, be intentional about that. Like when you start your trading the next day, focus on what you did yesterday that you want to be better at today. And then you rinse and repeat that. You're gonna be an elite trader in no time. That's all I got for the day. Let me see what y'all said. Blink twice, bro. Great talk there. I have some ideas to adjust and help my crash outs and greed trade stunting my growth. Yeah, Mr. Black, you already know how to win a trade, my boy. It's the what you just said, that right there. Once you get that in control, you can kind of you can kind of get on cruise control a little bit once that becomes muscle memory. Not gonna lie, trading pretty cool. Now trading is very fun. I am so grateful for trading right now. I swear this shit be in the low moments, bro. This shit, y'all done seen it. This shit take me so low, but in the high moments, man, I swear, bro. Sometimes I sit in my room on that couch back there and I just tear up and just be thankful for like this skill set finding me, because I didn't find this skill set, bro. This shit really came to me, and I know all y'all probably have a similar story where you didn't go looking for this shit. It kind of just like fell in your lap, like the idea to be a trader. And as long as you're resilient and you keep going with that shit, I swear, it don't happen overnight. But I'm telling y'all how to speed it up. You got to be aware of the things that's holding you back. You got to be for certain about your strategy and your model. And you got to be intentional. You got to know. This is the thing, too. Before I go, I want to leave y'all with this. Your mindset. You got to be ultra confident. Even if you ain't got, like, let's say you're not 100% good at my model yet, or you just start trading this way and you not there yet. You got to be 100% confident still, because you got to be fully aware. When we talk about confidence, I'm not talking about the confidence like, oh, I look good, I can trade, I'm him. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about the self-confidence to know I'm fully aware, and I know that right now I'm not where I want to be, but I know I'm going to get there. I know I'm going to put the work in to get there. Okay, this person might be there right now, and I know I'm going to get to where they at. I might not be there yet because I ain't got the same journey as that person, but I know for a fact I'm going to get there. I might have got clapped today. I might not have this shit figured out right now, but I know I'm going to figure it out. That got to be the mindset, because then you are aware of where you at right now. You're aware of where you're trying to go, and you most likely going to become aware of what's standing in between you and that area to where you're trying to go. And that's going to open you up to push your ego to the side and apply the actual knowledge that you're gaining. That's what's going to get you there. I promise you. He said, why is it fun for everyone? Maybe I'm just going through a dry phase. Trading is supposed to be boring. When it's going the right way, it's supposed to be boring. So y'all saying the same thing. It's also fun when it's boring, because now you're not stressed out every day. You come in, you make your money, you up out of there, you live your life. That's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, that's all I got. I appreciate y'all showing up for the call. Everything was recorded. I'm pretty sure that first part we was talking about, the first presented fair value guy, I'm pretty sure that's recorded too. So I had these in a group for y'all by the end of the day, and you just rewatch this shit and focus on what I told y'all, man. Because I swear, just going through the motions every day is not gonna cut it. You is not going. I realized I wasn't gonna become elite just going through the motion. I had to step up and be intentional in certain areas of my life. I gotta separate myself from the old version of me if I wanna be that guy. All right, y'all. I'm out. Love y'all. I'll be in a group. If y'all need anything, hit me up. Peace.